Hello everybody, how are we all doing? Welcome to another Train Simulator Classic live stream. We're down here at Holyhead with a pair of Voyagers. I mean, we're only going to be taking one of the Voyager sets out of the two. You can see we're here with 221 something or other, 107, and then just over there we've got 221105. 221105 currently in storage. I mean, this scenario is set in 2008. And 221107, I believe, is now with Cross Country, adding to their current Voyager network. So, yeah, I'm just going to get us set up, ready to go. There we go, get some headlights on, lovely stuff. Just pop that on because I don't actually know where I'm going. We're going to be operating the 1415 Holyhead to Crewe, set in 2008. It's a wonderful scenario by Mr. Dreamliner. We're going to be calling at Bangor, Llandudno Junction, Chester, and finally Crewe. Formed of a 5-car Voyager, while weekdays see Virgin North Wales services pressing on towards London. Saturdays are a little less ambitious. Today's journey ends at Crewe, calling at Bangor, Llandudno Junction, Chester and Crewe with around 2 hours of running ahead. That is excellent. Right, okie dokie, let's just get ourselves set up. I'm not ignoring you all, don't worry, I shall be with the comments in just 1 second. We'll just make sure that we are completely ready to go. There we go, Crewe on the front. Everything is fantastic there. We're using the Armstrong Powerhouse Enhanced Class 221 pack, and this is a scenario by Mr. Dreamliner, who may or may not be joining us at some point in the evening. Anyway, how are you lot doing? It's been a little while since we've seen each other. I have seen Wesley Grady in the chat, of course. SMGJW, welcome back to Joe Plus. It's great to have you back with us. Kelly Hall, hello. We have also got Mason, hello. Eclipse 2 Lover, Adam Hinkley, a bit sad my membership ends in 8 days. Thanks to whoever was gifted. It was gifted to me a few weeks back. I know. Where does a month go? It just disappears, doesn't it? Zoka XD3, good evening. How are we doing? Arbus Apsley, good evening. Now, I feel like you've changed your name there. I can't remember what it was before. Just remind me. Eck, member for 4 months. Where's the time gone? Loving the Birmingham series. And for those of you that aren't aware, we do have a Joe Plus. Yeah, what is it now? It's a Joe Plus City Bus Manager. That's the one. I can't even remember my own series. So if you are a City Bus Manager fan, do consider joining Joe Plus. Hour-long episodes every week on a Saturday. Goose, hello, good evening. Simon C858, my first live, a fairly new subscriber here. Well, welcome. I hope it won't be the last. Intercity 225, good evening. Hamish, where are we? Yep, good evening, Joe. How are we doing? I've not seen you in a while, Hamish. You've been keeping well? Laziest98, hello. Honestly, there's so many fantastic people in tonight. I mean, this is pretty much just chatting now, because we're not due out for 3 minutes. I think we've more or less got everything set up. We've got the lighting on bright, because we can obviously change that. I don't know, do we do the NRN? There we go. Beautiful. Right, I've put the NRN in. I know I never usually do that, but I have. We've got the daylighting on. We're pretty much ready to go, to be honest with you. Jared, just blasted my bangers in the oven. Now watching Joe crash a Voyager. Well, hopefully there'll be no crashing today. Gallifrey and Ren 5057. Hello, good evening. That epic duck. Yeah, I've not seen you in a little while. I can barely speak this evening. Honestly, the heat, it's just sent me a bit funny. A little bit funny. Yeah, it's, I mean, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love the heat. I've been sat in the garden this afternoon in the sun. It's been very nice. And I've done a supermarket simulator video for tomorrow. That will be coming just after this. Intercity 225, am I the only person ever who prefers driving an Evero to a Super Voyager? I certainly, yeah, I certainly prefer the Super Voyager. It has to be said. Road and Rail Studios, good evening. Member for 52 months. Christ, that's a few years now, isn't it? Where are we driving the Voyager to? We're off to Crewe this evening. We're off to Crewe this evening on our Virgin Trains Voyager. It's set in 2008. So Cross Country have just lost, or Virgin have just lost the franchise to Arriva, sorry, in terms of Cross Country. But Virgin Trains West Coast, where we are now, continues to carry the famous Virgin Trains livery. I don't know if did it ever have a name? I know there's like Dynamic Lines, Neon, you know, did this Virgin livery ever have a name? I've no idea. Terry Nickel, welcome back to Joe Plus. We've missed you. We really have. And Goose as well. 33 months. Where does the flipping time go? Well, Joe, do you have any advice on preserving a bus? Do deep pockets. Yeah, I mean, in terms of preserving a bus, just be prepared to spend a frightening amount of money on it and it be broken 95% of the time. That's pretty much my experience with bus preservation. Stephen Smith, absolutely agree. The livery on this is stunning. I really, really liked it on the 57s, you know. I really did. It was fantastic. That Epic Duck, British Railway, they have a train you want except the Pendo. Fantastic. You're going to tell me that that's Roblox now, aren't you? You're going to ruin the illusion. Hamish went to several foot crossings yesterday near Biggleswade, which is, of course, for those of you that aren't aware, between Peterborough and London King's Cross. It was nice to see the Intercity 225s and the Satsumas at speed. Absolutely. It's, there's something about trains at speed, isn't it? That's absolutely fantastic. Trains and stuff, good evening. How are we doing? A proper Voyager when it could tilt. Absolutely. Absolutely. And, oh, Terry Nicol sent one Joe Dobson Joe Plus membership. Fantastic. Thank you so much for that, Terry. It's very, very kind of you indeed. Ramona. Yeah, it's Roblox. Oh, the illusion shattered. Motor de Daria 3027 received a gift membership from Terry Nicol. Right, let's just shut the doors. Beautiful. Wait for the old interlock light. There we go. Right, off we go. Full steam ahead. Leaving Holyhead at 15 miles an hour. PT Mount, not a fan of this livery. Oh, what is it about this livery you're not a fan of? I love this livery. I think it's fantastic. Our bus absolutely. Wow, very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. Very kind of you to donate indeed. Very generous. It was our bus forwards before. Also, any more preserved bus adventures coming along? Unfortunately, not. I've not spent any time on the preserved buses recently. I really do need to. I think we're going to be doing a little bit more from September onwards, and the reason I say that is because that will be when I've done my final exams for train driving. I say final exams. There's loads of exams coming after that. Terry Nicol, very, very kind indeed. Thank you so much for that. Honestly, you're all very kind people this evening. Very, very kind. Well, you're all kind in general, aren't you? But no, it's very kind of you to donate to the channel. Simon Lucas, member for 25 months. Hello, how are we doing this evening? 25 months, that's just over 2 years. God, we've been doing YouTube 2 years. I've been doing it nearly 5 years. Well, over 5 years now, haven't I? Which livery is this, Ramona? Yes, it is indeed Virgin Trains. They operated the West Coast until 2019, December 2019, when Avanti, First Group and Trenitalia in the form of Avanti West Coast took over. Yeah, I do really need to. I do really need to do some more with the buses. It's just finding the money really and the time. Because obviously on my days off at the moment, I'm doing quite a bit of revision because I'd quite like to pass my exams. I don't really want to be booted off, you know, and sacked. Oh yeah, you put all this work in and now we're going to sack you because you're not very good. So yeah, so I've been doing quite a bit of that, and as well because we're living on the south coast and the buses are up in Stoke at the minute. It is quite difficult. How many passengers have you traumatised with your train driving? I don't think too many, to be honest with you. I have seen myself on YouTube a couple of times. Not that I've searched for myself, of course, that would be very sad. But yeah, I have seen myself on YouTube. A couple of people have been filming as I've gone through, so I've obviously looked for that later on. And yep, it's very weird seeing me driving a train. Very, very weird. Right, so yeah, off we go, up to 75 miles an hour. Doesn't that sky look pretty? I am, of course, using the Armstrong Powerhouse cloud, weather, all the singing and dancing enhancement packs that Armstrong Powerhouse offer. The track pack, the vegetation pack, the signal pack. Can't believe the many hours of train sim and transport fever don't count as revision. I know they don't, Ramona. They really don't. Where are you residing currently? Down on the south coast of England, Road and Rail Studios, which we've had some lovely, lovely weather at the moment, I tell you. They always say it's grim up north, don't they? But yeah, down south, beautiful. Goose, still trying to figure out where on the south. I know, you've made it your life's mission, haven't you, Goose? Would love to see my bus and your buses next to each other. We haven't bought it yet. But no, best of luck with it. It sounds like a fantastic project. Can we know what class of train that you drive? Ooh, I couldn't possibly tell you that. It'd be far too obvious. Trong Tong, wait, I thought you worked as a conductor for TransPennine Express. I absolutely did until January this year. I'm now a trainee train driver. So yeah, it's very, very exciting stuff. I've been learning lots and lots and lots of things. Honestly, it's the amount of people. Next time someone says train drivers are paid too much, I'll have to hit them with whatever I have in my hand at the time. Oh wow, look at that. Hadn't seen that when I did the little test run earlier. I say earlier, it was about a fortnight ago. There we go. Oh, look at that. Arriva Trains Wales 158. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. Oh, PT Mount, you were 358 lover, I see. I see. Joe actually drives 56s in Ghana. Damn it, you found me. You worked it out. Shocking. Soccer XD3, I've been to the UK about a month ago and saw Voyager in real life for the first time. Fantastic. What did you think, Tawun? Whereabouts was it that you saw it? I hope you liked it. I've always had a bit of a soft spot for Voyagers. They sound fantastic, don't they? Hamish, I'm going to just ignore that. I'm just going to turn a blind eye to that and look the other way. Someone else comment quickly so it gets it off my screen. How rude. Do you drive on third rail or overhead? Yes, is the answer to that. Yes, I do. Roddenvale Studios, absolutely loving it. Very, very kind of you all to all send in repaints for the London series. Very kind indeed. Soccer XD3 saw cross country one in Oxford. Very, very nice. I've never been to Oxford in my life. Never been to Oxford in my life. I think I might have been through it on the train maybe once or twice. I've never actually got off the train. Is it nice there? I don't know. What's your opinion on Lumo using the meridians? I think it's nice. I mean, they're under the wires all the way down, aren't they, pretty much, apart from... I mean, is Stirling electrified? I've got no idea. But it is really lovely that the meridians have got, you know, because, like, who would use them if not for Lumo? And I think ScotRail are getting them as well, aren't they? So it's nice to see that they're getting their lives extended. They're far too new to go for scrap, aren't they, really? Abus Apsley planning a massive journey soon to go to Paddington via Bristol Temple Meads. However, still saving up for it. No, keep saving. That sounds like a fantastic journey. Whereabouts is it you're travelling from? Ain't ScotRail running meridians? Yes, Lumo and ScotRail should be taking them. Okay, we'll just let that coast. 10 car sets. Good lord, yeah, it's a lot of train, that, isn't it? Oh, is it wires the whole way from London Euston to Stirling? Wow. Did you work today or in the week? Yes, I have been. I've not been working today. I've been off today. I'm not back in work until Wednesday now, which is very nice. It's nice to have a bit of time off, isn't it? V7 Relay right Eclipse with Trent Barton sounds nice. Absolutely, yeah. They've got the Euro 4 version, so they've got the newer engines. Trong Tong, why do cross-country use Voyagers when most of the lines are electric? Why not bi-mode trains? I imagine because when the Voyagers were built in 2001, we didn't really have bi-mode trains, to be honest with you. I don't think they were really a thing. Yeah, I'm assuming that that's the reason why, because obviously they used to do the North Wales coast, they used to go to Blackpool, didn't they? They used to randomly run for Virgin all the way from London to Edinburgh. Don't really get that one. I'm sure there'll be a sensible reason. But obviously they used to do this route where there was... And I guess they're still, even though they've got diesel engines, they are still traction motors. So it's not like your traditional diesel hydraulic. Point A Rail, good evening, how we doing? Why is Northern so protective over the Class 333? I don't know. How do you mean there? How do you mean? I mean, I guess they look after their own trains, don't they? You know, they probably don't want them damaged, if that's what you mean. They did run to Shrewsbury as well, absolutely. Connor Folds, hello, how are we doing? My cat's moaning at the screen. Must not be a fan of the channel, or perhaps just doesn't like Voyagers. You never know. Fishbowl, that's the one, Goose. It would be nice to see the Class 86 and 87 for a video with the Virgin livery, especially on the Trent Valley. I know, I wish that they'd do more with Train Sim. You know, we've got like the East Coast merge. I wish they'd do a West Coast merge. I think that'd be fantastic. We've got the whole route now, haven't we? I don't know why they've never done that, because that would be really, really good. You know, good to go from London all the way to Glasgow. Right, all the way up to... keep it at 75. We've got a bit of a hill here. I mean, we are just on Anglesey at the moment, aren't we? Until about... Is Bangor on Anglesey? I can never remember. My sort of knowledge of this neck of the world is so bad. It's like, it's absolutely appalling. Yes, Wigan Walgate, that's absolutely correct, Epic Duck. Wigan North Western is more intercity services and Walgate's more commuter. Definitely. Auxiliary Sun, what's going on in Club Diva? Honestly. Oh my lord! Arbus Absolid, that is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's very, very kind, but are you absolutely sure about that? Very kind indeed. Going to be travelling to Leeds, need to get my railcar redone. You absolutely do. Honestly, I'm absolutely stunned at that. That is very kind indeed. Like, genuinely, that is ridiculous. Thank you so much. I'm genuinely, you have taken the wind out of my sails there. I'm speechless. It's where you do a chargeback on your card later, isn't it? Honestly, very, very kind. Yeah, absolutely, Goose. Bus fund. Definitely. Yeah, you really do need to have a rail card. A lot of people don't really realise that rail cards exist. A lot of people don't use them. Like, how many people, like, the amount of people when I was checking tickets, I'd be going through the train and there'd be two people travelling together. Then their tickets would be like £200, you know, when I used to work the West Coast trains going up to Edinburgh. And I'd be like, why haven't you got a rail card? Oh, we don't really travel by train very often. And I'm like, yeah, but your rail card costs you £30. You'd have saved £90 off these tickets. So even if you never travel by train ever again, you know, you'd save the money. You know, and people didn't. Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. Arbus absolutely very, very kind indeed. I am doing very well, Mr. Lines. How are you doing? Is this the station with the impossible name? Bodorgan. No. Is the answer to that one. PT Mount, absolutely. Joe, before the AP 47. Don't like driving locos. After the AP, yeah, I really like the 47. I think it's a fantastic add-on. Right, let's just, there we go. Just take a bit of the speed off there. It's going downhill. Did you ever get fare evaders? Yep, absolutely. I do get the 1625 rail card. Are they £35 now? Is it still 70 for 3 years, or is it 80 for 3 years? I don't know. It used to be 70 for 3 years, so you used to save 20 quid. Connor Folds has a question. Please feel free to ask. I can't guarantee I will have all of the answers, but do feel free to ask. What are your thoughts with trains with gangways on the front? Do they obstruct the driver's view? Yes, they do. I mean, like, say you're sat... I mean, this is a good example. So we've got a nice big windscreen here. You can see a lot more. Trains with the, you know, like, say a 158, for example, you don't have quite the same level of seeing. I mean, the vast majority of stuff for a driver that you'll need to sort of take note of is on your side of the line. But obviously it is nicer to have all this so that obviously if there is a problem over here, you can take note of it. But yeah, I mean, there's rigorous testing and everything, so I wouldn't worry like, oh, I'm never getting on a 385 ever again, because you know the windscreens are tiny, the driver won't be able to see, and I'm taking my life in my own hands. That's really not the case at all. You know, they still can see out the front. You just get less of the visibility. It's the same as like when I used to work on the 185s. They were a lot better for route learning on the West Coast main line when I was learning the West Coast than the 350s, because obviously you could see a lot more. The 350s, 450s, 444s, they've all got a sort of more restricted view, whereas the likes of a 707, for example, if we're talking southwestern, the 707 has a huge, great big windscreen, much more to see out of. Same with the 700s at Thameslink. One year is £35, 30 years. 3 years is 80, yeah, I thought they'd have put that one up again. How to play OMSI 2. I can't really explain that in one evening. OMSI's one of them that you sort of just have to load, and it will cause you hours, days, weeks, months of annoyance. OMSI, you just have to sort of, yeah. It's very difficult, really, to sort of, yeah. Why did you move south? Because I applied for the train driving jobs, so unfortunately it was a case of move south or don't start as a driver. Because I had applied up north with various companies and none of them wanted me. I know, how very sad. How very sad. But yeah. I don't regret it. I really don't regret it. It's yeah. It is an adventure. That's what I have to keep telling myself. It is an adventure, but it's good fun. It's good fun. I have been looking at, like, in terms of if I move back north, but I'm like, I think I quite like it down here now. I might be a southerner convert, which is genuinely terrifying. People can just about understand what I'm trying to say, which is always good. I've had a couple of people look at me strange when I've come out with northern expressions, and they're like, what? Ah, regrets moving away from me. I mean, to be fair, we only did meet the other day. We've known each other how many years now, but I've never actually met. We haven't ever met until the other day. Haven't driven the Riviera line for Trenton Woods 6 in a while. We did it the other month, didn't we? We drove the 802 in the Great British Railways livery along there. I'm glad it gets hot. I mean, I have a car with a collapsible ceiling, so, you know, the hot weather is fine with me. Giordione 5952, is that how I pronounce that? I'm not entirely sure. Lives in Stoke-on-Trent. Oh, I used to live there. Whereabouts in Stoke? We used to live in Tunstall. That's the one. I can't remember. Can't remember where we used to live. Only lived there for a year. God, was that 2 months ago that we did that live stream? It was Trenton World 6, it absolutely was. Only a small 3 years and holiday in September. I'm really looking forward. I was saying to Lewis earlier, I'm really looking forward to the holiday. Can't wait. Flipping heck, our bus absolutely, that's honestly, you are like the kindest person in the world. Soon back to Scarborough this month. I've got Train Simulator Classic and recently bought Train Sim World 5. Going to be getting £89 worth of DLCs. Train Sim can wait until later. Also, I'm going to be wasting my money. Honestly, it's ridiculous the kind. You can come here again, you know that. You really can. No, Train Sim Classic is fantastic, but you do have to sort of have the DLCs to sort of make it what it is. You know, like if you were... I mean, when I tried to load this earlier, it, for some reason had uninstalled my Armstrong Powerhouse weather mod, so the sky looked absolutely shocking. Why are the donations in dollars? That is an excellent question. I could perhaps try and you see if I change that. I don't know. Nathan made it for me, and I don't know what I'm doing. There is probably a way that I can change it. Right, let's get a bit of braking. So we've got the 40 warning board there. Now, is this the station with the silly place name? Yes! Go on then. Well, we saw it. They're in dollars because it's Google, quite possibly. It says pounds on the sort of chat. Hamish says, Joe's showing off his car with a collapsible roof, a 2004 Toyota Avensis Hellfire. That sounds like a tank is good enough for me. Oh, duh, everybody will be back in mentioning the Diesel Panda again. Not the Diesel Panda. Very supportive in any way possible. No, it's very, very kind. Oh my lord, where's the track gone? Oh, a single track from here on in. Beautiful. Yeah, I think, because obviously Train Sim Classic, let's not forget, has been out a hell of a lot longer. The DLCs generally cost about the same. But obviously, if you want to have like your Armstrong Powerhouse enhancements and things like that, there is a lot more freeware stuff for Train Sim Classic. But obviously, usually it relies on... This is a funky bridge. It relies on you to sort of have a lot of payware stuff for the freeware stuff. So it's, I think it's quite good value for money. I mean, out of the two, I would always prefer Train Sim Classic just because I think the physics are better. They're more like what it is to drive an actual train. But then Train Sim World is fantastic as well because you can get out, change ends, drive back again. You know what I mean? There's each has pros and cons. I mean, you can use a Voyager on any route in Train Sim World 6. You could even use it in an American route. If you wanted to. But you can use it on the Riviera line, the Trent Valley, you can use it on that Birmingham to Crewe line that's already been done. You know, you can use it on quite a few. Wesley's been on this route to Holyhead on a Class 158 double set. Fantastic. I've been down here years and years ago on a 67 with Mark IIIs back in the day. Trainaholic, do you mark locos or units for haulage? Riding on them, it's my hobby. I do have rail miles, but I only ever mark the ones that I've worked. So if I'm travelling past or if I'm just on the train going somewhere, I don't mark them. I only ever mark the ones that I've worked. Ramona, nearly 2 years of Joe Plus, but this is my first live stream. I know, I did think that we hadn't seen each other very often. I was trying to think, like, had you changed your name or something? But obviously, yeah, you don't tend to comment much, do you? But no, thank you for your support. It's very kind indeed. Arbus Apsley, also Joe, I have some repaints from Z2. If you want to check them out. They are fictional, all of them mostly work in progress and not public. Please do feel free to send a copy across. Probably the Discord is a better one. I am shocking though. I'm sure that everyone in here will attest to the fact I'm shocking at responding to Diesel Pandas. I'm reading the chat now. Shocking at responding to Discord messages. I am shocking at responding to Diesel Pandas. Honestly, this is terrible. Terrible. There is something I would like to show you all for OMSI, which I can't tell you about it yet, but it's very, very exciting. I have been sent a copy of something for OMSI, which, yeah, hopefully we'll look at that. I mean, we might even look at that tomorrow. Should we look at that tomorrow? I don't know. It depends what I'm doing. I don't know sort of what. Right, here we go. We'll, so we've got the yellow signal, so we'll take that speed off. Hamish, crikey, it's only been half an hour. Does it feel like longer? Right, let's just crawl in a little bit. Eclipse 2 Lover, why did you say I don't wish to panic you all in Discord? Well, because I didn't wish to panic you all. Nobody likes to be panicked. Studio Polygon Dart. No, not quite. That would be exciting, wouldn't it? But sadly, not the Studio Polygon Dart. But it is something quite exciting. So yeah, here we go. Coming into Bangor, and we've got an L, whatever the L means. I don't know. Left. I don't think it means left. Goose says that I never read my messages on Discord. There you go. That will attest to the fact that I am really bad at responding to Discord. I'm really, really bad at just in general with Discord. I'm shocking with it. I don't really know what I'm doing. Digibus Mirage SR. Ooh, is that a thing? Is that coming? Jack Tyson has a question. Excellent. Please feel free to ask away, Jack. Hyacinth Bucket, there is an OMSI 2 Morbus Omnidecker livery. Fantastic. Right, where are we stopping? So there's a 5 board here. Should we just sort of stop there? I mean, we're going to go sailing past it, aren't we? There we go. Doors on the left. Beautiful. What time do we leave? 43. Right, we've got a couple of minutes now. Do you remember when that bus flipped over on one of your live streams? I know. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. It was it was so bad, that wasn't it? It was really funny. Epic Duck, do you miss Northern or do you like Southwestern Railways? I do miss Northern. I do like Southwestern Railways as an operator. I've always found it very very pleasant whenever I've travelled with them. Zenith Studios Masterbus Classics pack. Hey, that'd be good, wouldn't it? But again, sadly not. Sadly not. Maybe in the future. Who knows? That's one thing that we've not heard a lot of, isn't it, really? The well, from Masterbus and Studio Polygon, it's gone very quiet on the development front. I have a feeling it's one of those where we're just going to sort of... It's just going to appear, you know, that we'll have all sort of almost forgotten about it, and then it'll just appear back. What is your favourite thing to do in your spare time? At the minute, sit out in the sun. How very boring and middle-aged, but yeah, sitting out in the sun. I love it. Proper sun worshipper at the moment, I tell you. Arkala, ooh, that's exciting, yeah. I'd forgotten about Arkala. That's another one, but Fully is a very busy man. Hamish says, I'm going to talk away soon. Not to see Mr. Faulty, but to see if Joe works for GWR. Oh, well, keep an eye out for me. You never know. I do have a habit of cropping up in unusual places. Right, here we go. So... there we go. Feels like ages since the last Transport Fever 3 developer update. Ooh, it has been a while, actually, hasn't it? Right, half power, off we go. 15 miles an hour. Bayern fan. Joe, that Hello Kitty Shinkansen retired like 2 weeks ago. Oh, you're kidding. That's a shame. Yep, Mark Shaw, Supermarket Sim will be back tomorrow. I have recorded that. It's all uploaded and just raring to go. And Realistic Gamer, good evening. How we doing? We're just leaving Bangor on our way to Crewe, but then you probably know that we're off to Crewe from the title of the video / live stream. Yes, Hamish, I agree. It's absolutely disgusting, isn't it? Joe confirming he's reached UG status. I did not know the 197s will be running on the Cambrian Coast line. That's very exciting. Are they changing, replacing the 158s? That's tragic. I'm gonna guess that you're not a fan of the 197s then, Ramona. Tragic. What a brilliant word. Ooh, look at this. Is this a 158 coming the other way? It most certainly is. I need to do more with the 158. I have downloaded a scenario that goes from Shrewsbury all the way to Swansea. It takes like 4.5 hours. Oh my lord, the foliage is a bit overgrown here, isn't it? Ah! Ouch. Yeah, so it's a 158 double set scenario, and it goes all the way from Shrewsbury to Swansea, which is like 3.5 hours. Honestly, I did think about doing it, but I thought that might be something that we have to do for like the 50,000 subscriber special. Jack Tyson was watching Race to the North when I released an episode of Joe Pan. Fantastic. That was a good series, Race to the North, wasn't it? Ramona doesn't mind them, but there's too many. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. What do you mean, ow? Because I got hit by a tree. It's about to happen again. Ah! I've just been silly, don't worry. It's because there's trees in the line, isn't there? Will that Shrewsbury to Swansea scenario be a live stream? It absolutely will, yeah. I wouldn't do a 3.5 hour video because I wouldn't have anything to talk about at all. Could you imagine? Coming along and we just sit there in silence. That'd be disgraceful, wouldn't it? Trains and stuff, the 15Xs are underrated. I think the Sprinter family of trains are a lovely family of trains. They really, really are. And they do the job, don't they? They just keep going. They really do. When was the last time you broke down on a Sprinter? The trees are after me, aren't they, Adam? Honestly. Joe getting hit by a virtual tree is like me driving. It's when you're upstairs on double-decker buses and they start hitting trees. It's like the loudest bang in the world. You start diving under seats and taking cover. Yeah, I think the 158s, I agree with you, Steve and Mr. Smith. 158s, many years, yeah. I can't see him going anywhere anytime soon. Ooh, the Voyage emoji, I love it. Hitting virtual trees is like me, like Joe driving a diesel Fiat Panda around West Country 3. What is the obsession with the diesel Panda? I love it. I love it. I can't remember how that started, but I remember getting really giddy over the diesel Panda. Little by name, 158s are the best DMU to come from BR. I'm inclined to agree. I do love a 158. I really, really do. I mean, to be fair, PT Mount, one of the reasons I'm not a fan of trains in classic, trees like to grow in the track. That is to do with the route creator. They have placed it there. It hasn't just appeared. They're not actual organic trees, of course. I do like the 150/2s. Yep, I am a fan. Probably more so than the 150/1s to look at, but at Northern I always enjoyed the 150/1s more because you had your little sort of conductory space at the back. I mean, I don't think that's exactly what it's called, but you had your like the rear slam door. You couldn't have passengers in there, so you had your own little bit. I know. I need to call the signaller about about all these issues, all these trees on the line. I do like a pacer. Yeah, that was another thing that I enjoyed working. The 144s more than the 142s, it has to be said. Ed City 225, I've never laughed more at a Joe Dobson video than the Fiat Panda stream. What stream was it? I can't remember. Honestly, we've done that many streams, I completely forgot which one it was. Arbus, absolutely very kind indeed. Honestly, you should save your money now. You should save your money, but as I say, it's very, very kind. Want me to send those repaints via DMs? Absolutely, yes. Send them over, and I will get to look at them within about 3 to 5 working weeks at my usual response rate. The new line, Newcastle to Ashington, is a nice little line. Is it set in times gone by, that one? I feel like I've seen that. Has it got like old 101s on it? Guarding is slightly different on the 150/1 to the 150/2. So the 150/2, the guard's door at the back is it's a power operated door, whereas on the 150/1 it is a slam door. So it's not on interlock, so you can't have passengers in that area because obviously they could fall out and nobody would know. Whereas obviously they can't do that on the 150/2. $75 miles an hour. Yeah, Bedford to Brighton. Brighton to Bedford, that was it, because we were in South London, weren't we? Right, is there any point in accelerating up to 90 to then brake again? Yeah, sod it, let's do it. The weirdest 150s are the 150/0s, absolutely. Well, the first two, they've got power operated doors at the front, haven't they? I think, have they not? I forget. The sea's looking like a repeating texture, isn't it? It's one thing that Train Sim World does so much better than Train Sim Classic is water. This has some absolutely abysmal water. Ramona, they could fall out and no one would know. Joe admitting what he does to fare evaders. Not anymore, not anymore. Look at that very pretty big hill on the right. Yes, look up there, don't look at the sea. Oh, hang on, right, flipping it. Oh, is the line back open now, the Northumberland line? That's another tree to the face. Water, it looks like gravel. It does, doesn't it? Connor, there's not really a tutorial that I can give you, to be honest. You just have to sort of figure it out. OMSI, there's no... I mean, I think OMSI 2, does it come with a tutorial? I think it comes with the manual that sort of teaches you how to do it. But there's no sort of like tutorial, and it's very, very difficult to explain, to be honest with you, other than sort of just play about with it and see what works for you. I mean, I don't know anyone else in the chat that's sort of an OMSI player. If you're an avid OMSI enthusiast, I don't know if you can sort of attest. Is that, would you say that there was much more to that than just sort of play about with it and see what happens? What's your advice for getting a job in the railways? Red Planet, very, very interesting question, that one. I would probably literally just apply for everything. I mean, that's what I did as a, you know, to get a job as a driver, and I was already in the railways at that point. You know, I just applied for absolutely everything, which was why I ended up on the south coast. You know, it's yeah, it's all I can really suggest, and obviously be prepared to relocate if, you know, it depends what job it is, really. Have you considered a cheaper version of Joe Plus with less perks? I haven't, to be honest with you, Chocolate Transport. However, YouTube has said about, obviously, the new pricing structures. They have said about putting the price up, and I have declined to do that. So yeah, it's yeah, they were saying about like inflation and how they recommended that I put it up from £4.99 to £5.99. However, I did decline, so yeah, it's staying at £4.99. So essentially, it's just got £1 cheaper. Look at it like that. Paul Lees, I was on that section of road yesterday, next to the railway. This one here to your right. Excellent, excellent. It's, yeah, I think I've been down this road a while ago. God, it was probably over 10 years ago now. 10 years ago. Probably the last time I was down here, to be honest with you. No, I have been to... When did I go to London? No, I did. It wasn't quite 10 years ago. It wasn't quite 10 years ago. What is it you're looking at applying for, Red Planet? Oh, I mean, if it's a secret, please feel free not to answer. You don't have to, you know. But what is it sort of? What are your career aspirations? What are you looking to do? Stephen Smith. When I started with LNER, it was GNER back in the day. Started as a cleaner, then worked my way up. I'm now a conductor. Fantastic. The good thing about the railway is you can sort of work your way up, can't you? There's sort of the internal promotion. I mean, you don't just, if you don't apply for it, you won't get it, obviously. You'll keep pumping along, but yeah, the you know, if you're already in and you show that you're good at what you do, you know, there is what's the word? Opportunities. In terms of applying for train driving, it really, you'll find that Northern will hire more than Hull Trains in terms of trainees because they've got more facilities to train. So, but any train driving job, you'll find there's a lot of competition for it because obviously everyone wants to do it. Every man and his dog wants to do it, don't they? So, Jack, I've had to go through 16 weeks of classroom training, which was from January to about May. And then obviously you've got your traction training, and now I'm doing what's called your hours. So you have to, but it's not really hours anymore. It's more competency based than actual time. But I will be with a mentor from the 25th of May until September, basically copying their shift pattern, and then I'll go back in September for essentially a huge grilling, which, you know, on all my knowledge and everything, and if I pass that, then I class as a qualified driver. And then after that, I have to do route learning and everything. So it takes about a year of training from sort of start to finish. I hope that answers the question. I hope it does. But yeah, Red Planet, just looking for most things, looking to get a guard and a driver. Excellent. Based in West Midlands Railway Territory. Well, you need to speak to Auxiliary Sun then, in terms of West Midlands. There we go. Look, we're coming through the nice little bridge here. Look at this. It's a tunnel on a bridge. Job mandated train sim gaming. Absolutely. Right, dropping down now into Llandudno Junction. How do you know which stations to stop at? You usually get a it's called a diagram. So it will basically be your schedule card for the day, and they'll all have different numbers, and you'll know from the roster which number you're on each day, or whether you're spare or something. So you'll go in and then you'll pick that up, and it'll have all your stops on and all the trains that you work. It'll tell you when your breaks are and things like that. So you know it's and you just have to basically be where the schedule card tells you to be at the time it tells you to be there. It's very easy. It's essentially been spoon-fed, which, given I'm not very organised, is good for me. Right, here we go, coming into Llandudno Junction. What time are we due in? 59. Oh, we're a little bit early. Right, here we go. I don't think there's a VT45 here, is there? No, it doesn't appear so. There we go. Right, we'll just go to the end of the canopy. That'll do. I think it's still a European train driver's licence, to be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure if it has changed after Brexit. at that. I mean, it's pretty, isn't it? It really is. Ooh. Really is a pretty train. I like Voyagers, like I say. I know that not everybody does, but yeah, I do like Voyagers. Very kind of you indeed, Connor. You're a very good person making these videos. Keep it up. Really good streamer. Very kind indeed. Can we have an outside departure when we depart? I shall see what I can do. What would be your most requested train sim world route? Ooh, now that's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. I would probably... I'd still like York to Manchester with a 185. I think that would be brilliant. I mean, we've already got a Voyager. I quite like a 221. They could do... So we've already got Plymouth to Exeter, haven't we? So they could do Exeter to Bristol with a 221. And then we'd have both, wouldn't we? I think that'd be quite good. Oh, is it quite loud outside? Can you not hear me over the idling? Jack Tyson, no, thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Calder Valley Line, absolutely, Wesley. That would be pretty cool. No, don't worry, Chocky Transport. It's absolutely fine. It's at the end of the day, I know that there is a there's always a cost of living crisis, isn't there? But no, it's one of them. If you can afford to do it and you're happy to do it, then that's, you know. But I'd never hold it against someone that said that they didn't want to. Absolutely fine. Do we have any other stations in Manchester other than Piccadilly for Train Sim World? We do. We've got the Victoria to Leeds, but obviously it's set in like the 80s, isn't it? So it's Victoria from times gone by. GW Photography, I wouldn't mind the Exeter to Bristol and Westbury with the line to Bath and back into Bristol. Yeah, that'd be quite a good one. I've never sort of been round Westbury. Is this a mod? It's, yeah, so we've got the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 221 Voyager. We're using the Just Trains, yeah, the Just Trains Voyager as a base for that, and then it's the, is it Train Sim Community? The enhanced line here. Yeah, Manchester is for Train Sim. Leeds is as well, really. I mean, to be fair, Leeds has got a couple of stuff recently, hasn't it? Train Sim Classic, though, Manchester really is neglected. Right, here we go. So an outside departure, you say we want. Right, here we go. I mean, that does sound fantastic, doesn't it? That does really, really sound fantastic, doesn't it? I'm not going to lie to you people, that that is good. That is really, really good. Right, up to 75 and then 85. Chester, 44 miles away, next stop. It does really sound good, doesn't it? And the physics as well. Armstrong Powerhouse really, really have pulled it out of the bag with this one. Red Planet, absolutely agree. Even if you're not a fan of the Voyager, a full power departure always makes me smile. Good, good. They do sound so good. That Cummins engine, Cummins QSK19 they have on these, same as 185, same as 180s, just on full power, they sound so good. Have you tried British Rail Tour Manager? No, I haven't. I haven't. Is it any good? Don't go outside the cab at York, you'll hear more flange than the engine. It is very loud at York, isn't it, with it being on a curve. The worst is when you get a 158 coming into platform 13 at Manchester Piccadilly. Honestly, oh my lord, I think that is the worst flange I've ever heard in my life. Laserjet, Jordan Scott Crawford, hello, good evening. How are we doing, my friend? Well, I'm very, very well. I hope you are as well. Right, where do we... It doesn't actually give us a time for Crewe, does it? It says we're at Chester in about 40 minutes. And then we've got a little bit of standing time, so I'll plan a wee stop in for then. How's that? We're not stopping at Rill, Prestatyn or Flint. No, it's a very, very fast service, this one, isn't it? I think, does some of these actually stop all the way down? It's more of a stopping service, or have I imagined that? Ramona, wow, fantastic. Thank you so much for that. Sent 5 Joe Dobson gift memberships. So, who has received the gift memberships today? Gaming 85 M5T, Laserjet Jordan Scott Crawford. Hey, you joined at the right time, didn't you? Flipping heck. Been here all of 2 minutes. Telster received a membership. Gizmo F1 F3 and Trajector Sports received a gift membership as well. Very, very kind indeed. Now that's not going to shut up because everyone joined as members. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you, Charlie. I mean, this is 2008, so I'm assuming that back in 2008 they didn't stop. Like I say, it's a Saturday service, this one. Everyone's just, yeah, it's just going to keep screaming at us because everyone's becoming members. Like I said, very, very kind indeed, Ramona. And yeah, to everyone that has just become a member, please do enjoy it. Make use of it. Check out the Joe Plus exclusive stuff as well. Right, we're just plodding along, aren't we? About 75 miles an hour. Did Magic Toad's mum catch the cork? Well, this is it. We'll never know, will we? We'll never know. We are having a lot of people join. It's just a thing now, yeah, just the screaming in the background, that's just it. It's just why we want people to be members, because it just makes the noise. Gonna need a little bit of power to get up this hill. Matthew, holy crap, that terrified me. I'm gonna need a fresh pair of underwear. I know, you've not got your headphones. Well, maybe you do have headphones on. I've got it like full on blasting out of my headset. I mean, we're nearly needing full power to get up this hill, so it must be quite steep. 1 in 100. And obviously we're going up to 85 miles an hour. Charlie says, I believe, apart from some empty coach in stock, there's only one Transport for Wales train that's non-stop between Llandudno Junction and Chester, and that is in the evening. So that, yeah, they must have put all the stops in. But yeah, this particular one, I'm sure there'll be some sort of documentation that you can find from years and years gone by. Mr. Dreamliner, the author of this scenario, generally does very, very good scenarios. Very realistic. So I imagine if it is this on this, I imagine that's probably, you know, probably realistic. Don't worry, Diapic Duck. Make sure you turn up to plenty of live streams, and you never know, you might just turn up as a Joe Plus gift membership. It might just happen one day. It's like the lottery, isn't it? You've got to be in it to win it. I absolutely did, Laserjet Jordan Scott Crawford. I was just trying to work out one of the... I'm missing something out of it. And I'm trying to work out what. But no, I was trying to get it to work, and I meant to mention it next time. Oh, wow, look at that. It's a little bit Hellfire, isn't it? In the first Barbie livery there, class 175. But no, I'll have to have another look at it and see if I can get it working. No, don't worry about it, Zenith Studios. It's absolutely fine. I hope you have a lovely Sunday night and a fantastic week ahead. I might, but it's like throwing sand into a bottle a kilometre away. It's... I love the analogy. Not gonna lie, love the analogy. No, don't worry. I mean, I'm sure at some point we can do an OMSI stream, Connor. I'm sure we can. It is a fast service, isn't it, Kelly? No hanging about. My lord, Johnny Simulation Gamer, member for 34 months. Thanks so much for that, Johnny. What's your favourite B7 you own, 66780 or 1110? Well, 1110 works, whereas 66780 doesn't. However, of course, 1110 broke down on the way to its first MOT. 66780 has never broken down on this, so, well, apart from the fact it's broken now, but it's, you know, is this real? I feel like this isn't real. Where's this? No idea, we've gone through it far too fast. I feel like real would go through it a little bit slower. Blue Transport, thank you very much for that, Blue Transport, very kind indeed. The 185s are currently the beast of the pennies. I'm going to assume you meant Pennines there. Also, where will they go after their retirement? I genuinely don't know, to be honest with you. It's going to be an interesting one, isn't it, with the 185s? I don't know. They could potentially bump the 175s off, because they're with Great Western now, the 175s. I think they've been moved down that end of the country, haven't they? Abergele and Penson, right, I see. Yeah, they already kicked the 175s off the Windermere's and the Barrow and Furnaces. Maybe when they're done with Transpennine, they'll go down there, kick them out of Cornwall and Devon. I mean, there's lots of big hills down there, isn't there? Luke Stacey, welcome back to Joe Plus, my friend. How are we doing? This has been a very productive stream. This has been a good stream. I was umming and ahhing, do we stream tonight, do we not? This has been good, yeah. I do like Train Sim Classic. I mean, I know that I stream it quite a lot compared to other things. But I really do like Train Sim. And I hope, I mean, you guys must, because you're here watching, aren't you? I'll just slow down for the 75. Wow, look at that, Arriva Trains Wales. I mean, even now, that's heritage. Almost at 42,000 subscribers, I know, Kelly. Doesn't seem that long since we did the 40,000 special, does it? Why don't you do more Train Sim World? I know. We, I mean, to be fair, it's split, isn't it, Train Sim World? So Train Sim Classic is all in one, whereas Train Sim World 6 is in a different album to Train Sim World 5 is in a different album. So there is more Train Sim World stuff there, but the older stuff will be in older albums, obviously. I should really get round to moving them all into one. This feels like real. It's more built up, isn't it, this? Yeah. Ah, yes, you can just see the Arriva buses out the left-hand side. Mr. Dreamliner, I suppose it's an alright game. Honestly, you've done a fantastic scenario for this. I was trying to do your 175 one that goes the other way, but it was missing something, and I don't know what it was missing, but the comment about the guy who loaded it up and something derailed about 30 seconds in, I had the exact same thing. Because I thought we'd not done the 175 in ages, had we? Do you play Roblox? Not anymore, Connor, unfortunately. Not anymore. Joe making assumptions that I'm enjoying this stream. I know. Did you assume my my excitement? My enjoyment? Yeah, I've not done anything on the 484, have I? For Trains in World. In Rill, we have brand new street decks for the T51. They look good in the Trolls Cymru livery. They absolutely do. I mean, I've not seen them, but that Trolls Cymru livery is lovely. Blue Transport, very, very kind indeed. It's our bus. I fancy a change. Oh, you've literally renamed it. Right, I see. Flipping heck. I was going to say I was thanking someone else, but no, honestly, you're very, very kind indeed. Very kind. I'm still wondering whether you're going to charge back and cancel your card afterwards. Well, TS is a fancy beast when it wants. Sorry to hear that. No, you're all right. It's not your fault. I'm assuming it's because I'm missing something, but I couldn't quite work out. What? Voyagers are better anyway. Yeah, absolutely. I do. Out of a Voyager or a 175, I think I would prefer a Voyager. 175s don't tend to like hills, do they? They're not very powerful, which is ironic because they've only ever worked on hilly routes. What's this? Is this Prestatin? I think it might be. Yeah, Prestatin. Beautiful. Right, keep going. We're up to 90. Oh my lord, another piece of shrubbery in the track. Bang. Ouch. Right, off we go. PT Mount. I wonder if Dovetail will ask AP if they could port over their sound to the Trains in World 220. I wouldn't have thought so. I imagine they'll probably just leave it as it is, to be honest with you. They a lot of Trains in World, there doesn't seem to be the sort of desire to get things right. You know, it all looks very pretty on the screenshots and everything, but like the sounds, I don't think there's anything really. The Hitachi sound okay. The sounds on Trains in World just, the electric stuff doesn't sound too bad. Like the Electrostars and things. That one for the East Coastway sounds really good. Not the East Coastway, what am I thinking? The one for that, oh, where was it now? The Medway Valley. That was so good. That was really, really good, wasn't it, as an add-on? What's my least favourite train? I don't really like anything that Alstom have built, with the exception of the Pendolinos, so like the 175s, the 180s, 334s, 458s. I'm just not a fan. They don't look nice, they're usually broken, they have a lot of problems with them, don't they? Yeah, I mean, I don't know so much about the 334s, but the 458s and the 460s, never really cared for those, to be honest with you. Oh my lord, Blue Transport, honestly, very, very yeah, I mean, thank you, that's honestly, that is ridiculous, thank you. You really should stop now, like, for your own sanity. But no, very, very kind indeed. Oh, hang on, let's just not drop that. Views on this route are breathtaking, reminds me of the coastliner 840 to Whitby through the North Yorkshire Moors. Never been on the 840, but been on the 843 many times. Do you know, I've never been on the coastliner bus. Charlie says, excuse me, Joe, I will have you know the 175s are excellent. Oh, we'll have to agree to disagree. I think they're such miserable little units. They just don't look good, do they? But admittedly, when I was based out of Manchester Airport, I did travel on them a couple of times. Always very comfortable to travel on, I will say that about 175s. When they weren't on fire, they were lovely things. But no, I always thought they were comfortable to travel on in their defence. I just don't think that they're particularly pretty to look at. They looked a lot better in the Arriva colours than they did in the Transport for Wales colours. I was hoping Great Western would paint them in the sort of Great Western green. I thought they'd look... Well, they'd certainly look interesting, wouldn't they? But yeah... Yeah, I've never been a massive fan of them. Right, I'm seeing a yellow signal up ahead. Does that mean I have to do something? Are we catching the stopper? Right, well, let's just ease off and float our way down. Yeah, the first livery looked pretty good. I did like that first Barbie livery on the 175s, it has to be said. Right, let's have a bit of braking. Is it 3 or 4 aspect? 3 aspect, right. Right, we're, yeah, I don't know if we're catching the stopper or what. Friends and stuff says, I think the most miserable unit is the Transport for Wales DVT. It just looks so depressing. Oh, I like the DVTs. I think they're a good-looking thing. They look better on the East Coast in the GNR livery with the 91 on the other end, but you can't have everything, can you? Oh, right, here we go. Yellow signal. Right, well, I'll just plod at this speed. This is a good speed. I guess we've caught the stopper. Absolutely agree, Gas 3751 section of the line is absolutely stunning. Keep plodding on single yellows. Connor, I'm gonna go now. No worries at all. No worries. Thanks for joining us. I hope you have a lovely, lovely night. We're just going to keep plodding because obviously the next signal might be a red, so it'll give whatever's in front of us a chance to get ahead. This is the less exciting part of the stream where we sit at 35 miles an hour. Trains and stuff, we're at Flint now. Is that where we are? Is it Flint that has the line going over the top or under the bottom? I can't remember. Catching up to another train, shock horror. Like you weren't expecting it. Right, well, yeah, we'll just... No, don't worry, Connor, you take care of yourself. Have a lovely night, my friend. Blue Transport. Right, guys, I'll see you soon. Love to all. Keep up the good work. I mean, you just said keep up the work. I added the good. No, honestly, Blue Transport, really, really kind. You've been absolutely ridiculous. I am so grateful. So grateful indeed. No, you have a lovely night. Take care, look after yourself, and have a fantastic week, won't you? It's a Class 197, also pretty good. I don't like things that are built by CAF in general. I find the suspension is, well, it's non-existent, isn't it, really? I would take a 175 over a 197 every day of the week. They are fairly quick, I'm not going to lie. They are fairly speedy, but... PT Mount, do you think Cross Country will get rid of the tilting Super Voyager above the GSMR? I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know if they still say that in the cabs. They might do. They might have replaced it with something else. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to speak to my contacts at Cross Country and see. Be like, can you just send me a picture of an Avanti cab? Iceman50, welcome back. Welcome. Welcome back to Joe Plus. This block section is very, very long, isn't it? I imagine by the time we've sort of navigated our way to the end of it, we go. We'll just keep doing 35. Can we see a signal in the distance? I can see a yellow signal. There we go. This is sometimes what it's like if you've got a particularly long block section when you're driving the train. You just sort of sit here, just plodding. Obviously, there's no point racing up to a red, is there? Nope, I can see a green. Right, off we go. I absolutely can, yeah. I've got a couple of bits and pieces to do tonight, but I will make a point of having a look at that. Thank you for that, Laserjet Jordan Scott Crawford. Would you prefer just to be called Jordan? Would that be, certainly be less of a mouthful. Right, back up to speed. I do find that my train driving has got a lot better on train sims since becoming a real driver. You know, things like that, sitting at 35 miles an hour, I'd never have done that. I'd have looked on the bottom here and thought, right, there's not a signal for ages. Let's go hell for leather and then just slam on when we get there in case it's a red. Obviously, in real life, we don't do that. It'd be ridiculous. No worries, Jordan. I can absolutely do that. Can absolutely do that. So we're still 17, just less than 17 miles away from Chester. Still quite a way. Wesley says, I miss the 221s with Avanti West Coast. Yeah, I do, to be fair. I miss them on the West Coast. They used to be very, very loud in Preston. And obviously they've got rid of them now, haven't they? Stephen says, I noticed that since you started your training. Well, you just take your time a little bit more now, don't you? It's what you've got to do. There's no point rushing and having an operational incident, is there? Keep powering along. How's Joe's driving improved from overshooting multiple stations in a row to actually braking in advance? Yes, absolutely. I've been doing a lot better. 3286 how? No idea this line existed. What sim is it? This is Train Sim Classic, and it's Crewe all the way through to Holyhead. It's the North Wales Coastal revamped from. Is it Train Sim Community that did it? It means it looks a lot more, well, it just looks better in every single way. Have we not been past Flint? I thought we had. Or was it Shotton? I'm not entirely sure. Tong, am I the only one here who prefers Hitachi 801s of the HST sets on the East Coast main line? I would imagine probably. I did like an HST on the East Coast, it has to be said. Right, where's this? Can't read it. We've gone through far too fast. Oh, there we go, let's just coast. Getting a little bit fast. No worries, Josh, you take care of yourself. Thanks so much for joining. Yes, do have a lovely evening, won't you? I think that was Shotton we've just been through. Oh, was that Flint? I always get them confused. So is Shotton the one with the higher and the low level? Trains and stuff. If you look at the leaderboard for XP, Blue Transport Airbus has 10,400. What's that on, sorry? The leaderboard for what, sorry? Trains and stuff. Oh, hang on, there we go. Yellow signal. Too busy reading the chat, you see. Right, I'm gonna just let that. And it did just step up to green, didn't it? So I'm gonna let it down to 75, just to let whatever's in front. I did miss the foot, didn't I? I thought we were at Shotton then. Shotton's the one with the high and the low level, so I imagine whatever we're following will probably stop there. Right, keep plodding. Sam's Yorkshire Trains, good evening. Good evening, how are we doing? The leaderboard for XP, don't know if you can see it. No, I don't think I can. Right, I can see a yellow in the distance, so again, I'm just going to start... bit of braking, just to bring that down. Do you have to do your medical yearly or half yearly? I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't think I have to do it yearly. I think it's every 5 years. It certainly was as a guard every 5 years. Oh, that's gone up to green. So again, I'm just gonna roll. PT Mount, I wonder how many VT45 boards are still at stations. I imagine quite a few, because they'll probably have just left them there, won't they? Like at York on platform 5, there's still a Northern Spirit board. I think, is it Northern Spirit 2-car board or 3-car board? Which is very exciting. I still don't understand what the XP is. What is XP? How do we get it? Should I not have the most? I don't know. Right, and now I can't see anything. There we go. Right, so this is Shotton. Is it? Yes. This is Shotton. Oh, and a green signal. And that is the high level. Going over the top, which runs from Wrexham General to Liverpool? Possibly. Charlie says there's a good Wetherspoons by Shotton Station. Oh, we should have called in. Good, thank you. Is this the AP Voyager? It absolutely is. Absolutely is the Armstrong Powerhouse Enhanced Voyager, which is fantastic. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a train coming. I can see it. It's a 175. Oh, in the first Barbie livery as well. Beautiful. Right, we'll just keep rolling. I'm going to put a bit of power in. Ah, it goes Wrexham to Manchester, I see. Green. Let's go for half power. Let's go for full power. Sod it, let's go. Charlie says, Shotton in this game doesn't really look like the Shotton in real life, in my opinion. Are you not a fan of the in-game Shotton? Is it a bit overgrown? Is there not enough foliage? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. I genuinely don't know, to be honest with you, Snocko Elevators. I don't know much about Community Transit's fleet, to be honest with you. Although looking at the XD40s and New Flyers, I'm assuming that's from American land. It's from over the pond. Oh, that is still a yellow, so we'll just plod at 70 odd. Obviously, if it turns out that we're not going to get a green signal by then, we'll have to slow down. But I'm just going to start slowing down now. Green signal, right? I'll keep on at 70. Power. Absolutely. We've just been watching Clarkson's Farm. We've just finished season 5, the latest season. Honestly, what a show that is. Ah, there we go. So it's been Wrexham to Liverpool, and then Wrexham to Manchester, and now it's Wrexham to Bidston on the upper level at Shotton. They're very well connected, aren't they, the people of Shotton? Right, we'll leave that plodding. Bit of braking. God, it didn't change to a green. That's annoying. Right, well, we have to stop. To assume the next signal is a red. Oh, is this the airport? The Airbus industry? Can't be far off Chester now then, can we? Is there going to be a beluga over there? No, I don't think there is there on this? Oh, it's called the Borderlands line. I see. No, don't worry, it's Diapic Duck. Don't you worry. I'm sure we'll still be here when you get back. Need to be nice and prepared for the week ahead. Absolutely. Right, I'm just going to go down to 30 and plod there. Right, we'll plod down again, assuming this is red. Oh, it's green, right, okay. Well, we slowed down for nothing there. Right, go, 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 go. Back up to 75. Right, it's very kind of you, Jordan. Thank you for that. It's just missing the marker at Chester. Ah. Now, was that it? I forget. It was a couple of weeks ago. Lots happened since then. Joe, you'll have to secretly make a video of the route and train you will drive soon. I might have to. I had toyed with it, but I thought it might give it away. I thought it might be too obvious. Probably familiar with ADL? Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. They manufacture buses in Scarborough and in... is it Stirling? Right. Oh, greens again. We really are back up to speed now, aren't we? Trends and Stuff says he has given it away in one video. Ooh, no. Probably not. Probably not. I'm far too switched on to do that. Possibly. Right, we've got a line joining here. I have absolutely no idea where that comes from. I'm going to assume Wrexham. Maybe Wrexham to Chester. Right, we'll have a bit of braking here. Oh, I might not actually, because Major Wales has updated quite a lot of stuff recently. So it might be that that's causing the problem. Wow! Class 175 in the Ghost livery. That is stunning. Honestly, Mr. Dreamliner, what a lovely plethora of stock we've got on this scenario. You see, it could have been a trick. Could have been a trick. Could have been serious. I could have let it slip, but you never know. You just never know. Goose will enter the chat in a moment. He doesn't like it when I say that. I'm going to have another little bit of braking. Wouldn't have it any other way. Absolutely, I do like that Ghost livery on the 175. Not many wore that, did they? If memory serves me right. They didn't do the whole fleet in it, did they? That train guy, hello! Oh, for crying out loud, what's happening now? There we go. Another tree to the face. Right, we're not in. Yeah, I have to agree, Stephen. Have to agree with you there. Bayern fan, everyone needs to start spotting at Waterloo on Wednesday. Why? What's happening Wednesday? Chester had the 507 farewell tour. Oh, did it come through here? I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it, really? Right, we've got a red. Look at that. Oh, right, we did have a red. Right, back up to full power. Right, 20 mile an hour. That train guy, will you ever return to Euro Truck Simulator, Tram Sim Munich, and maybe even Stepford County Railway? Euro Truck, definitely. Definitely. Tram Sim Munich, probably not. Obviously, City Transport Simulator is the newer version of that, isn't it? And Stepford County Railway, probably not. But Euro Truck, definitely. I do like Euro Truck. The problem is it's quite difficult to do as a video because you want to do the longer runs, don't you? So obviously you want to do it as a live stream, but then I don't have the opportunity to live stream as often as I'd like. So it's just, you know, you can never win with it. I do like it when we all get together and do a Euro Truck and like there's different people. Wow. Ooh, funky. Right, we're going to come down to the end of Chester. I don't really know where we stop, but sort of end of the canopy maybe? There's no stop boards. Well, I'll just leave it braking like this and we'll see where we stop. What time are we due out? 46. Right, well, because of all the excitement, I need a wee. So I'm going to put you outside so that you can watch what's happening. Don't go anywhere, I'll be back in a minute. Right, well, there we go. We're back just in time as well. Thought I'd top up my water as well. I've just discovered. Sorry, yes, I'm here now, everybody. Now wash your hands, as if I wouldn't, Ian. Yeah, I've discovered these water drop things. I'm sure you'll have seen them advertised on like social media. Where like you have the water and you drop the little flavoured cube in and it fizzes and it makes it delicious. And honestly, I thought it would be a scam, but it kept advertising it and I was like, oh, I'm gonna try it. And yeah, they're really, really nice actually. So I'm a little bit more of an addict at the moment. But I suppose it's good. Whereas before I would be drinking copious amounts of wine, whereas now I'm on flavoured water. So you know it's probably better for me. Did anything happen while I wasn't here? Did anything leave? Did we see anything funky happening over there? I genuinely don't know. I forget. It's a while since I actually drove this to test it. Hey, dear me. Oh, I'm going to have a glass. Don't you get me wrong, Stephen. I'm absolutely going to have a glass of wine with my tea tonight. I think I've earned it this evening, haven't I? Flipping heck. Just about afford a glass of wine. Good Lord. It's one of the most successful live streams I've ever done. I'll have to do more on the North Wales coast. Wine was better. I do like a glass of wine, it has to be said. But, like I say, in like weather like this, these water drop things, honestly, they're fantastic. I don't drink enough water. I don't think anyone drinks enough water, do they, really? We all know that we should, but, you know, it's not the most exciting drink in the world. Oh, Christ, what now? Full steam ahead, off we go. So, next stop Crewe now, 21 miles. I imagine it's, what, half hour? I reckon it's about 25 minutes. Fantastic. Right, we'll do a bit of half speed out of here because we've got the 20 coming up. Just drop that back down. Ooh, pacer. Funky. Will you ever travel to Budapest? I have wanted to. My other half's been to Budapest. Ooh, look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? Nice Northern Rail 142 over there. I would like to. They have very long trams there, don't they? Council pop. Yeah, corporation pop. That's what my dad used to call it. Jordan's off to London on a Pendolino. Fantastic. On train sim or in real life? It's a bugger when you have to sort of differentiate between the two, isn't it? Snocko says, been craving malted milk cookies, strawberry cream cookies from Britannia and ginger nuts. Oh, I love a ginger biscuit. Ooh, love a ginger biscuit. Clips 2 Lover says, me thrashing an Enviro 400 Trident 2 on West Country 3 is what you're missing. Ooh, well, never say never, but something exciting is coming our way. Ian's not a fan of the new cross-country repaints in real life. The pink and the grey. I like the livery. I really, really like the livery they've put on the 170s, and I wish they'd have put that on the Voyagers. I really like, but I guess it's to differentiate between the two, maybe, because obviously on the 170s they don't have first class, whereas the Voyagers do, and the trolleys, and I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason that they pick between the two, but yeah, I do much prefer the livery on the 170s. If they'd have done the Voyagers all bright pink or all that dark grey, I think I don't really get the colour, sort of the difference. But no, the 170 livery is very, very pretty. I like it, to be honest with you. Oh, now that's a question, Stephen. Is it candy pink or red? Now, I can actually tell you this because I got sent this. Hang on, where are we now? Now, yes, I can tell you the colour. Right, hang on. Just excuse me. Just chuntering away as always. Right, hang on. Let's just make sure we're not speeding. Did I? I'm sure someone sent me the picture of it. Someone from. Right, hang on. Oh my lord! Everything's happening at once now. Yeah, you just talk amongst yourselves, and I'll try and find this picture. Right, there we go. That's probably more like it. Ah. Now, here we go. I can tell you. It's called Cross Country English. Oh, 150. Wow. Cross Country English Rose. There you go. That's the official name of the livery, or of the colour of the pink on the front, or red. Roses can be pink or red. That hasn't answered our question. We're no closer to the answer than we were 20 minutes ago. And the X on the front is Cornish Clotted Cream. That's what they call it. So there you go. Isn't the nickname for the Voyager livery Strawberries and Cream? I hadn't heard that, to be honest with you, but I quite like it. Oh yes, I'd heard Candy Cane. I had heard it be called Candy Cane as well. But yeah, it's Cross Country English Rose. Again, roses can be pink or red, so we'll never know, I guess, but maybe that's what they want. You know, maybe the designer thought, you know, we'll sort of have it as a mixture between the two. Alright, I'll just pop to Wix and ask for that then. Yeah, the Dulux colour chart. I'm sure it'll be there somewhere. PT mount, it's called Cross Country. Wow, a 150 English Rose. That was, yeah, that's the livery. That's the livery. Cross Country have always come up with fun colours for their, because like the pink coats that they used to have years and years and years ago were called Crushed Raspberry. They said that the coat, that was the colour of the coats. Yeah, they've always liked a fun name for a colour of... Hey, dear, it's a lovely little trip. Lovely little trip round, isn't it? It's just nice. We're going through all the fruit desserts now, surely. I know. I do like the virgin colours. I do like the virgin colours. There is a lovely, lovely story about the cross-country livery, which I don't think I can tell you all on YouTube because it's not appropriate, but it's, you know, I really, really like the story regarding how the cross-country livery, the one that's currently been replaced, came to be. Oh, now, that's the point. It was a good few years ago. Imagine seeing a new GBR livery. It's called the Union. Wow, a 142 Jack. Who's Jack? What's he got to do with price of eggs? let's have a bit of braking. There we go, down to 75. That's another signal box. I can't quite read that. I'm sure it said Beeston, but that's near Nottingham. Jack Edgley, hello, how we doing? Oh, Hamish, I couldn't tell you even if I wanted to. Oh, Mike's watching. Mike's here. He's just messaged me. Should have let me route conduct you. Oh, absolutely. Do you know, if we'd have known, we could have done that, couldn't we? That's a shame. Well, we can do that next time, can't we? I can get a 158 or something. I mean, we've done this North Wales Coast run from Holyhead to Chester, haven't we, before in a First North Western 158? Yeah, it's just a nice chilled out route, isn't it? Oh, it was called Beeston. There is another Beeston in Wales. Oh, okay, funky. I like that. I shouldn't really say funky. Apparently, what was it now? Was it bus bound? I said something was funky, and somebody in the comments went on this big rant about how they enjoyed the video until I said the word funky, and then it ruined the whole experience, and they crossed it off. And then obviously must have loaded YouTube back up again to write the angry comment. I don't know what it was about the word funky that just really, really irritated somebody. It made me laugh. I probably shouldn't laugh, should I? I should be more considerate to what my viewers sort of think, but it just, I don't understand how somebody was so triggered over the word funky. I quite like it personally. It's quite a funky word, really, isn't it? Yeah, I don't sort of really get why that was the thing, but it made me laugh anyway. I mean, to be honest with you, if there's one thing in life you should not do, it's tell me that something irritates you, because I tend to do it more. Particularly, like, people get very upset when I at everyone in the Discord, so I tend to do it more. It's like living with a parrot. I should have replied with, what a funky comment this was. Astro Potato, what a name, I love that. Hi, I'm really good, how are you? Ramona, okay, I have to go, I can't handle Funky Joe. Please don't start calling me Funky Joe, that's not a good thing. That sounds like some porn star from the 1970s, doesn't it, with one of those moustaches. Funky Joe. Ha! Brilliant. Oh dear. Video's going great. Oh, he said funky and ruined the video. That was literally how it was. That was how it came across in the comment. I wonder if, I mean, they'd probably, like, refuse to watch my channel ever again. I was going to say, and he's here tonight, but, yeah, I can't remember. Absolutely agree with you there, Wesley. That's a good one. Yeah, Medway Valley, certainly one of the best routes. Good, I'm glad to hear of it, Astro Potato. I don't know what it was about your username that made me laugh so much. I like that. It's good. It's good. Potato. Brilliant. I hadn't seen on City Transport Simulator. I haven't been back on it. But next time we go on it, I absolutely will, because I like the fact that they wave, if you're telling the truth. Joe blowing the horn is starting to irritate me. God, you know, there was a whistle board there, it's mandatory. Honestly. Hamish, Joe, I'm intrigued about the cross-country livery story. Do you happen to know where I can find it out? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Funky Joe, why does it remind me of something Diane Morgan would come up with? I know, my mate Paul. Got his hand stuck in a tumbled dryer. See, we've had a lovely, lovely run, haven't we, all the way from Holyhead, and it's very, very pretty. And then we sort of have this Chester to Crewe bit, which is just naff. They need to sort of... I mean, don't get me wrong, the route itself is absolutely stunning. Like, it's very pretty. Like, the developers have done an absolutely fantastic job. But it's not a very interesting route. It's a straight line with green either side. Go down to 70. Oh no, GW. That, yeah, no, it's not it's just a common railway sort of. A lot of people on the railway know it. It was told to me by well, I mean, he's not a train manager at Leeds anymore. He's since retired. Wonderful, wonderful friend of mine called Tim. Lovely, lovely guy. But he told me this story because he worked for them when the livery came out. So that's not where I got the livery from. I don't imagine. I mean, when I worked for Northern, they never sort of told you such things about the stories of the livery. So I don't imagine they'd tell you things at cross country like that. It was no, I found it off a wonderful chap called Tim in the pub actually in Huddersfield. It was like the story of the, so if you remember the 185s, they were in the Barbie livery originally, only 101 to 110. I was never told this at TPE, but I found this at, I found this out later on. So obviously there was the Barbie livery, wasn't there? But there was only 10 of them done like that, and then they changed it to dynamic lines. And apparently the story behind that was that all the management for TransPennine was stood sort of around platform 1, 2 and 3, and there was a 185 in the platform. And they were all congratulating themselves about how wonderful a job it was. You know, no, the 185s aren't they wonderful, blah, blah, blah. And they were wonderful, you know, the 185s were a triumph. Everyone involved should have been immensely proud, but they were all stood around talking about how wonderful the 185s were. And somebody asked them if it was the Hadfield train. Because, of course, if you remember, the 323s were in the exact same livery, and the 323s ran to Hadfield. And apparently the management was so offended that someone thought this was a little commuter train going to Hadfield that they devised the whole new livery. And that was how Dynamic Lines was born, and why only 10 of them were in Barbie, and they never ran in service in Barbie. They had them all re-liveried. So there you go. There's a livery story. There you go. And that was why the 185s were done in Barbie. Only the first 10, 101 to 110. But never ran in service like that. There you go. You see, you've had a livery story. Now leave me alone. And yes, fizzy knitting. We must be approaching Crewe. Right, bit of braking. Oh my lord, right, we're going over that magnet too fast. It should be less than 20. So First Great Western wasn't called Dynamic Lines, that was called Neon. I think one HST got done in Dynamic Lines. Like, it faded, but it was neon, so it was dark blue. It's slightly different, ever so slightly different. Jack Edgley, I'm definitely late to the stream. Right, there we go. Have we put our DRA on? We have. So now I guess we sit here for a little bit. I don't know what's going to happen. Ooh, if we see a Virgin Trains Pendolino, that'd be fantastic. That video that I did on Wednesday, I don't know if any of you guys caught it when we did the Class 142 from New Mills. When we sort of came around the corner, that was another Mr. Dreamliner scenario. I should be on commission here, Mr. Dreamliner. I'm not going to lie to you. the Pendolino when you came into Manchester. I really like that because the Pendolinos look so good in this livery, so good. Transport lad, why is Joe ignoring me? I promise I'm not. I just sometimes I don't catch the chat. Let's have a look. Oh, you've applied for your provisional license. Oh, fantastic. Honestly, driving is the best thing in the world. Why on earth does anyone want autonomous cars? Ugh. GW photography, I've learnt something new. Yes, absolutely. I'll set up a Patreon link. He's done it again as Mr. Dreamliner, another Hellfire livery, the Arriva Grey. I remember downloading this on MSTS and just thinking it was one that they'd forgotten to paint. I'm assuming... Why was it in grey? Does anyone know? Double yellows. I was going to say, is it Alpha Line, but they had a different colour door. Yeah, I just completely sidelining into autonomous cars. I have no idea why anyone would want an autonomous car. I find driving such a pleasure. It is such a pleasure. Like, even if I've had a really, really bad shift. Not automatics, as in self-driving cars. Cars where you can get in and tell them where you want to go and they drive themselves. Like, why would anyone want a self-driving car? I don't understand it at all. I find it such a therapeutic thing. Music on, roof down. Just, obviously if it's raining I tend to leave the roof up because I'm not completely insane. But yeah, you know, anyway, yeah, what a note to end on. Anyway, yeah, I mean, we're coming back in, aren't we? Coming into Crewe. This has been, what, 2 hours and 5 minutes. Thank you so much to each and every single one of you for watching. Honestly, everyone that has donated, people that have bought Joe Plus, people that have obviously subscribed to Joe Plus in the video, but also people that have bought Joe Plus for other people. Very, very kind of you indeed. Anyone that subscribed during this, if you've watched this and thought, hey, that guy's channel is something I want to watch, yeah, please do make sure you subscribe. You want to catch more live streams? Of course you do. Click the like button before you all leave today. Just do me a favour, click that like button. What was your first car? It was a blue Mini. It was the F54 body type. So it was a 2007 blue Mini 1. Yeah, didn't last very long, I'm afraid. It was very broken, so I traded it in for a 2015 orange Mini. It was brand new. It was very tasty. Anyway, yeah, thank you to each and every single one of you for watching. Please do make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already. Do ensure that you click the like button. I'm just going to turn that down so you can hear me. Yes, do make sure you click the like button on the video, subscribe, and apart from that, thank you to each and every single one of you for watching. Have a fantastic week ahead. The weather is going to be lovely. So yeah, take care of yourselves and hopefully we'll all catch up with each other very, very soon. Cheerio, everybody. Goodbye for now.